Everyone, good evening. Who's Zanira and NS and Bucket and Cat and Stephen and One and BB, happy birthday. Is everybody ready? Chat, we get to do the birthday song today. Congratulations on another rotation around the sun, BB. This is for you. Honestly, might need a little bit of tuning, hey? Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, depending on where you are on this beautiful planet. Beautiful planet, rather. Thank you so much for being here for yet another ad hoc live stream. How are you all doing? Hi, Sky. Thank you for being here for 9 months. I appreciate it. Sky says, 9 whole months. Get this baby out of me. Love you, King. Love right back, mate. I hope you're having a fabulous day. And thank you so much for being here for 9 months. Chat, it was perfect. It was not perfect. Thank you all so much for being here today. It is hot, chat. It is hot. Brisbane is hot. What was it today? Let me see if I can do a temperature breakdown. Brisbane temperature today. Today. All right, so it was 31 degrees Celsius, which is 87 degrees Fahrenheit. But that wasn't the worst part. 87 degrees Fahrenheit, 31 degrees Celsius. I can dig it. I can get behind it. It's fine. There have been severe thunderstorms and like rain. We got hail. We got 170 kilometer per hour winds at one point over the weekend. And to top it all off, the humidity right now is 82 degrees Celsius. It's like walking in a sauna. Hot. It's the humidity. Exactly, Tish. It's the humidity. We are what? What's that? We're 18% humidity away from walking through a wall of water. It's bad. It's real bad. It's just... Lisa says it's freezing here. I'll swap you. Gladly. It's the humidity. Morris beard trim. I did actually give myself a little bit of a trim. I neatened it up. Yes, thank you so much for noticing. Humidity is good for your skin. Look, as a big sweaty bear, just in every way, I feel like the humidity is just an extra layer of just exhaustion. It's fine. It's fine. Just means I get to bust out the short shorts. Anyway, thank you all so much for being here. Welcome to another live stream. I appreciate your support if you're here, and thank you so much. Lovely to see you. Today we're going to be reacting to the one, the only, the incomparable and incomparable Miss Foodie Beauty, and 2 of her pieces of content. The first one was uploaded 2 days ago, or almost 2 days ago at this point. Yeah, it was almost 2 days ago. It's entitled Trying to Get Weight Loss Surgery in Canada. Now, I thought, how many times have we had this talking point over the last 6-7 years? Many times, so many times. Oh my God, so many it hurts. So I thought I'd jump onto Chantel's channel and just type in weight loss surgery and see what comes up. Now, there's a piece of content from December 31st, 2019. So let's just call it an even 4 years. We're going to watch that. Chantel's sitting in front of what seems to be just a blank background. It's called Sharing Some Thoughts. She does indeed share some thoughts about the state of her mental health, how she's going to seek help on all of that, what her goals for weight loss surgery are. You know, we're just going to take a little bit of a step back in time 4 years ago and watch that because that'll be fun. I imagine it'll be pretty much the same talking points because it pretty much will be. Pretty much will be. Words are hard. Very that, Kay. Anyway, hi, my name is Zach. Lovely to meet you if you're new, and thank you very much for returning if you are coming back. I'm not a mental or physical healthcare professional, just a guy who lost some weight, talks about things on the internet, and watches way too much of too many people. I'm also not here to bully, shame, hateize, or humiliate, just here to talk about the produced and monetized content that we see here on this platform, because it's all about what choices, choices about what we say, choices about what we put on the internet. Choices. Today I have a double beverage. We've got a big cup of tea, which, in all honesty, I'm kind of regretting I didn't put ice cubes in. I might just have to go and put ice cubes in it. I think I'm going to have to put ice cubes in it, because it's hot. It's just so hot. And it's so still. There's no wind. It is like, it's heavy. You know when the heat is heavy? It's heavy. But I also have a bubbly. It's blackberry flavored. Anyway, I'm going to throw an ad up so y'all can watch that while I go and get some ice. So here we go.
Welcome to the vibrant world of inner tea, where the pulse of opportunity beats in harmony with nature's rhythm. Have you ever dreamt of a life where your vitality surges like a waterfall, powered by the purest essences of the earth? Well, guess what? Your time has come, and it's bathed in the luminescent aura of inner tea. A journey powered by the invigorating embrace of natural caffeine, sourced from the bountiful leaves of planet Earth-based tea plants. Inner tea is not just a moment. It's a movement towards a future where your energy levels can soar higher than your wildest dreams. So, what exactly is inner tea, you wonder? We're not really a product, we're a curiosity, a secret whispered amidst the serenity of meditation gardens and the wisdom of ancient herbal remedies. We're a mystery shrouded in the glow of sunrise yoga sessions. We're a pondering, a cool autumn breeze and the aroma of a Sunday morning. Welcome to our wellness movement, where each drop of our inner tea encapsulates the essence of 1,000 sunsets and the vigor of a jungle cat at sunrise. Inner tea isn't a beverage, it's a lifestyle, an expedition into the tranquil realms of botanical alchemy. But hold on, there's more. Are you ready to unlock the gates to financial prosperity? Inner tea presents an unparalleled business opportunity that will have you dancing in the rains of prosperity quicker than you can say energize me. So prepare to embark on the most thrilling, most revitalizing adventure of your life. The answer is crystal clear. It's time to infuse your life's journey with inner tea.
Sorry, I had myself on mute. I know the joke's really long in the tooth, but if it helps any, that the inner tea ad is only like 1:48. I know it feels like a lot longer. It's just really convenient because I added the ice cubes to my tea and they're all melted now. So now it's like lukewarm tea. What perfect timing. And thank you so much for gifting 10 channel memberships. I appreciate it. And and welcome back to Star, Katie, Kanan, Meerkat, Cat, Andy, hello, Colleen, hello, Stephen, Tuticky, and Red Helga. Hello, that's a name I don't think I've seen before. Everyone say hi to Red Helga. Thank you so much. And as for your generosity and your patience, I appreciate you. And welcome to everybody, or welcome back. All right, we should get started on Chantel's nonsense from a couple of days ago. I know most of you have seen it. I've listened to it vaguely in the background, but you know what the good thing is about the rewatch? I use my eyes, and I can slow things down. Oh, so many benefits. Anyway, let's go. Oh, Tish, I am on live chat
Foodie
now.
Beauties.
Oh my god, this. Okay, no, you go. You know what? I ran an ad. It's fair that you run an ad.
Turn that frown upside down and get a cameo now. Yeah.
Alright, so it's not... Look, she really needs to find a tune.
Merry Christmas, happy birthday. I'll say what you want me to say.
That's not... Okay, I need... Have I got any musically talented individuals in the chat? Leonie, hello, lovely to see you today. I hope you're well, love. Pardon me, are there any musically inclined... Because I feel like her finger snaps are offbeat, which I feel like is a talent.
Yo now, yeah. Merry Christmas, happy birthday. I'll say what you want me to say.
Do you all hear that?
Now, yeah. Merry Christmas, happy birthday.
There should be there. It's not.
Say what you want me to say. Now, yeah. Merry Christmas, happy birthday. I'll say what you want me to say.
Sorry, what time signature's that? It's a 4/17th? Is that what that is? She's always offbeat. She's so offbeat. Hey, Big Mac, good to see you, love. And Lily, thank you so much for being here and supporting the channel for 34 months. Lily says, shout out to the Rewatch crew. We love you. Shout out Rewatch crew. I'm sorry that you can't be here for the nonsense shenanigans, but you have the added benefit of just being able to skip all my nonsense, so. Milk, lovely to see you today. Hello, I watched your latest, by the way, chat, when we're done here, make sure you pop on over to Milk's channel and watch the latest upload if you haven't already, and even if you have. I watched it like twice today. It was great. Thank you for keeping me company on my walk today. Lottie, hello, good evening. It's good to see you. Hope you're having a fabulous day. Are you hot as well? It's so hot. It's so hot. I hope you're well. She's singing in Canada time but clicking in Kuwait time. She does not have a lot of rhythm.
Now, yeah, Merry Christmas, Happy Birthday. I'll say what you want me to say.
Nope.
So get a cameo video now.
I feel like she missed the obvious rhyme of get a cameo video today.
Happy birthday, I'll say what you want me to say. So get a
Cameo today.
video now and send your money my way.
She really did, like, miss the low-hanging fruit on that one, hey? It's like rhyming B with B. Like, today is not a hard rhyme. She clicked to her own beat. Oh, she's terrible. She's bad at the things that she does. Anyway, where is this? Where is this? For some reason, I thought we've entered Okie Dokieville's bingo hall, but what's this? Where are we here?
Hi guys, before I start today's video, I want...
Is this a diner? What's that calculator on the wall? Hold on, this is... Fuck. This is what happens. I don't watch her content, and then I sit with you guys and actually see what is on screen. Alright, we gotta check this out. Mum's house? I don't think this is a house. This looks like a diner. What is all of this? Upside down coffee mugs on a glass top table with a cute little... We are in some roadside diner in, like, the middle of, like, Canada. I don't know where that would be. I am learning a little bit more about the provinces of Canada thanks to Canada's Drag Race. Because season 4, Bibi, I know you've been watching it. Season 4 is just real... It's so good. But there's a girlie named Melinda, and we kind of stan Melinda for the drama of it all. But she's not great, but she's dramatic. Her name's Melinda, which I think is just a wonderful drag name. But she's from the prairies. Is this what the prairies look like? I don't know where we are. We're in 1987. What's this? What's this on the wall here? Go away. What? That's a calculator. Is that a working calculator? That's a phone. That's a calculator. Chat, help. What? Why is there, like, a toddler-sized calculator on this wall? Is it a poster of... I hope to God that's not a poster of a calculator. I hope that's a working calculator. Like, I hope they're taking an order on the phone. Like, yes, ma'am, you'll have 4 poutines, 3 17 cheese pizzas, and a liter of extra gravy. And that's how they're punching in the price. That's a calendar? No way is that a calendar. Maybe it tells the date. A clock, maybe. I don't... Maybe it's art. Maybe this is art. Maybe that's what this is. I don't know. It all seems very confused. This entire back section is so confusing. It's great! It's like the office with the invoices and the whiteboard and... a security... No, that's a calculator. I just want to know where this is, because this is wild. I would like to go here. This seems cozy.
I wanted to show you what I had for lunch.
Ah... Less cozy with the horrifying Santa skulls on the wall. Yeah, special. Free soup, free jello. Free. Okay, that's a... It is a diner. Free soup, free jello that's a steal. That's what that is. New York strip loin, 26 loonies. So they've got steak, they've got coconut cream pie, apple cinnamon pie,
out. Yep.
vanilla ice cream. This is giving a very specific type of diner. I'd love to experience this.
Yesterday, so I went to a restaurant and they give you this soup for free with your meal. It comes with it. Whatever.
I'm sorry to whoever made this, but not those noodles. It just, I don't know. I've suddenly been transported back 40 years. Yeah. But at the same time, I'm sitting with Nana and we've just gone to the bingo hall. And this is very, very that. It's very, it's not Ambi made this. Not the, you know what, hot wet chicken tea. That's what it's giving. Yeah.
You order homemade chicken noodle.
Leonie, exactly like a bingo hall diner. Exactly.
With crackers, so comforting. And these chickens.
I'm sorry, Lily. Hold on. Breaking news. Coles are selling Zupa Dupas at $7 a pack. Boo, Colesworth. Boo. $7. Mate, it's cordial. How terrible. Hello, Carrot Butts. Good to see you. Oh, and okay. So much to say. Diabetes where? Also, why did we get 2 serves of sauce? Also, why is the sauce in different containers? I have so many questions.
Strips and fries and coleslaw, all homemade with honey garlic and a side of gravy.
Ma'am, you're in a diner. Homemade where? Homemade compared to, like, BK?
Oh my gosh, you guys. They were so juicy and big and delicious. Yum, bismillah.
What do you know about something being juicy and big and delicious? Ayo. Nice.
Well, hello guys. Welcome back to another video. In my car in the
Why are you yelling?
middle of nowhere. So, as you know, I've come to Canada in hopes of starting a weight loss surgery process. I would like to start by getting more information.
Okay, I would like to start by saying a nice thing about your look today. Your eyebrows are severe. That's about the extent of my compliments today. This hoodie needs to go. This hoodie needs to go. This is terrible. MC tagged me on Twitter about this hoodie, and I am upset. I'm upset that fabric was used to create this horror. It's kind of giving cosmic horror a little bit, because the more I stare at it, the more confused I get. You had a perfectly good animal print on here, and to be fair, this animal print is on this, like I want to call it dusty pink, but it's stale. It's more stale pink. It's like pink that's been left out of its airtight container and it's just kind of gone hard and grey. No, this could have been so much. And I don't know what it is, but the vertical stripes on both the hoodie and the trunk section of this hoodie, I don't know what it is. It really is giving me like a worm from Star Wars, and I can't quite place it. But she's giving me worm. Yeah, just a big old angry worm. Anyway, she was saying something, but I got distracted by the ugly hoodie.
Guys, welcome back to another video.
Vertical? Did I say horizontal? I meant horizontal.
In my car in the middle of nowhere. So, as you know, I've come to Canada in hopes of starting a weight loss surgery process. I would like to start by getting more information.
She looks like a worm. She looked like if you were to draw a cartoon worm, this is what, like, well, you know, this is what it's giving. Just like the lines all down its body, it's what it's giving. Sandworm realness. I mean, she often does remind me of June. Yeah. But this is really just not good. It's not good.
I want to share, like, I'm not going to say which clinic weight loss.
Reptile belly. A little bit of that. Yeah, I could see that. It does look like she should be scaly on the back.
Or bariatric clinic I go with, or whatever. But I'm going to share the process with you from beginning to finish, because it's, you know, a lot of people have it.
Why are you spitting?
I've had it, and I like the idea of sharing.
Also, there's so much in this. She's got, like, She's got one half of the back window blurred out. The other side of the car window is not blurred out. So I'm assuming there are just trees in the back there, because there's trees there. What is she doing?
Experiences, with others. And that's the whole reason I would share a lot of struggles I've had.
Big Mac, thank you for the super chat. Big Mac says, bullworm. Well, I mean, Canadian bullworm, I guess. Yeah, we'll workshop it, Big Mac. Thank you for the super chat.
In the past with certain things I've gone through, medical or whatever. So for those of you who don't know...
Don't disrespect the hungry little caterpillar like that, Cooking Mama.
Oh, weight loss surgery, I think gastric sleeve and...
You all have heard of the hungry little caterpillar, right? That's an internationally acclaimed piece of art, right? Right. Hey, Miss Hell, good to see you.
Whole reason I would share a lot of struggles I've had.
And she didn't even do it right. That frame there has the background. What is wrong with you? Don't answer that. We haven't got that much time. This frame doesn't even have it. Why bother? This is so stupid. I didn't even know it was clear in this video. Oh well. The joy of just being able to press pause and something fun happens. How fun. Also, I'm gonna need someone to retrofit this terrible black zipper here, which I think might be a pocket. I think it might be a pocket. No, gloating. It's literally just trees. It's just Canadian winter trees. So stupid. Anyway. It's fine. You keep going, Chantel. You're talking about something and I'm barely paying attention.
With others. And that's the whole reason I would share a lot of struggles I've had in the past with certain things I've gone through.
We're going to go back and watch Chantel struggling.
Medical or whatever. So for those of you...
It just means we're going to watch her created content on her channel, because,
who don't know, weight loss surgery, I think gastric sleeve and Roux-en-Y gastric bypass are covered by universal healthcare here. I'm in Ontario, Canada. Now, the downfall with our healthcare system, it is universal, and the surgery is covered by that. So, the only thing is...
Okay, trying to keep track of her words. This is tricky.
There's a wait time. Right now, some hospital ERs have a 20-hour. I think that's unprecedented.
Why is she spitting all over the camera? I feel like I need a raincoat.
Right now, some hospital ERs have a 20-hour. I think that's unprecedented. It's never been that.
So much going on. I feel sticky.
High. But the weight loss surgery, I think it's could be about a good year and a half, maybe 2 years. It just depends, because each step...
I'm soaked. Chat, just watch this. I'm just going to slow it down. Just watch the amount of liquid, being expelled by her tongue.
Surgery, I think it's could be about a good year and a half, maybe 2 years. It just depends, because each step you have some testing you have to do.
Why? She is a sprinkler. I've never noticed her, I get wet in the mouth pretty frequently. I've never noticed it with her. Maybe it's just the sun's at a really unfortunate angle, but we are getting, this is it Magic Mountain? Is that the one with the water? What's the one with the water? Is it Magic Mountain? We're on the mountain now, baby.
And I don't know. I might be able to skip the sleep study one because I have sleep apnea.
Is it spit? It looks like it's coming from above. What, y'all think it's dust? Dust? Anybody?
Yeah, and I've been having it treated.
No, I'm convinced that she's just spitting.
With this
Splash Mountain. We're on Splash Mountain.
CPAP. By the way, that CPAP should have its own passport, because at this point...
She even says sorry for the shower. Look at this. This is insane.
I've been having it treated with the CPAP. By the way, that CPAP should have its own passport, because at this point... Why am I spitting?
Why are you spitting? Could you imagine? And this, you know what? Spoilers, this might be the reason why Snoopy didn't want to sit across from her to eat dinner. Because he didn't have a fancy raincoat. Does Superdry make raincoats?
This point, It's been to more countries than most of my haters. Anyway.
If you consider me one of your haters, no, it's fine. But also, like, lol jokes funny about the CPAP. Sorry, what?
I have sleep apnea, and I've been having it treated with the CPAP. By the way, that CPAP...
Is that CPAP still got the broken hose? I know that she replaced the mouth filter, but the hose is still busted, right?
CPAP should have its own passport, because at this point... Why am I spitting?
When she sneezes, it must be awful. That would go everywhere.
This point, it's been to more countries than most of my haters. Anyway.
Peach, hello, thank you for being here for 13 months. Peach says, she looks like Heimlich from A Bug's Life. Oh my goodness, she does. She does, but like stale pink though. Yeah, I could see it. Yeah, that's what it is.
So I just wanted...
Good to see you, Peach.
To share a little bit of experience today I've had with that. The first...
I agree, Effie. I'm not sure when her last sleep study was, but she's certainly not seen a professional about it in a hot minute, so she could probably use a redo.
Of course, is to... And one of the criteria, I should say...
Well, I don't think... Well, let's see. Let's do Chantal's traveling history. There was the US to get Sonic, and then the US to get stuck in a hotel room because she misunderstood the COVID rules, and that hotel room had blood on the walls. So there's the States. She's been a couple of times. She obviously has been to Kuwait a couple of times. Do you count the stopovers? Probably not, because she didn't actually leave the airport, so no. She went to Kuwait a couple of times for the loophole marriage, so there was that. And then out of Kuwait, back home to Canada, and I guess Thailand and Cuba. I don't know how much I'm going to count Cuba, because she didn't leave the... She barely left her room, to be fair. She went to the beach twice in 7 days. She visited the not to be shady, but like the frequent stops of Chantal during Cuba was her room and the buffet. So I don't know if I'm going to count that too much. And then Thailand, I mean, she did do a little bit in Thailand for those first 2 weeks. But the real question is, did she take Pappy? Because I don't know if Pappy went to Thailand.
That you need to meet in order to get weight loss surgery is you need to be referred, right? By a physician, your family physician specifically. They request who will be following you throughout this journey. You know, you need a physician to monitor things.
I have a lot of questions. How does she know any of this when she can't actually meet with anyone? I understand that this is the general, like, this is the guidance, and this is what's like what you would read on the internet for research purposes. And I was reading an interesting thing, because this conversation has kind of been rattling around in my head all day. I was reading there's a statistic where like 1 in 5 Canadians don't have a regular GP/family doctor, whatever you want to call it. But then in that same conversation, there's also the ability to have like, to not have a family doctor, but to have like a clinic that you would frequent, who are then able to kind of assist you with long-term health goals. That isn't just the ER, because that's how Chantal has always functioned.
Whatever, medical stuff. But I don't have...
Oh, Pappy didn't go to the States, you're right.
One. Mine that I had moved to another country, I don't even know where. So, since then I haven't had one. And the wait list for some places is 2 to 3 years. It's anyone from Canada, well, at least in Ontario...
I have so many questions about the doctor also moving, because she told us that her family doctor was moving overseas, but at that same time the practice was picking up those patients and reallocating them. So in the conversation of how much energy and effort does Chantal put into her own health, I'm going to say she just let that all go. That's her problem. Like, she didn't want to follow up with the clinic. She didn't want to be a part of that conversation. I mean, we are talking about the same person who left her front door unlocked so that a traveling nurse could let themselves in to draw her blood while she was unconscious. So, you know, you got to lower your expectations when it comes to the effort Chantal will put in for her health. This isn't all just a conversation about, like, diet or anything. There's so much more that goes into, like, Chantal's level of I don't give a fuckery when it comes to her own health. It's hilarious. She just expects people to do everything for her. It's great.
So, since then I haven't had one, and the wait list for some places is 2 to 3 years. It's anyone from Canada will know, at least in Ontario, you will know how hard it is to get a family physician.
Well, the funny thing is, like, this whole conversation has been going on for 2 to 3 years about your family doctor leaving. So within that time, you could have applied and gotten one. Hindsight. Bugger.
Sorry, my phone stand from my car broke. So that is a big struggle with Canadian healthcare. So what I need to do is first get referred. So I'm going to clinics. Middle of the day, probably not a smart idea, as I found out today.
She is spitting all over us. Also, I don't think... This isn't meant to sound mean. She's not getting weight loss surgery. Let's just live in reality for a moment. Chantel's not getting weight loss surgery. Chantel won't prep for it. Chantel won't address her mental health concerns for it. Chantel has been talking about weight loss surgery for a really long time. And she had some, like, not great opinions on it, specifically, once again, when she was in Cuba. And, you know, just really going through it. And it's unnatural, you guys. All you have to do is eat right for a month. God, just some real gems out of Cuba. It's not happening. It's not going to happen. I smell a potato fast coming on.
Okay. Different clinics, usually full, too long of a wait. Like, just...
Lottie's got the good notes. Lottie said Chantel's family doctor moved before she was taken to the hospital for a potential overdose and received an urgent referral to a new family doctor and substance use clinics when her uncle took her in. That's right. That's when she went to her family about the cocaine addiction, which wasn't that long ago. So she didn't follow that up either. I'm shocked.
I don't even know if they...
And the other question is, I guess, I don't understand how it all works. I don't know, actually. I'll leave that question to bake.
Wait, like, just, I don't even know if they can refer me. So I left some voicemails with some bariatric place, I don't know.
I don't know what she's doing. I do not know what she's doing. She's just calling bariatric surgeons and officers to ask to what? Get weight loss surgery? Ma'am, we have to take this a little bit more seriously. Also, I feel like she's trolling in all of this.
I'm just making...
Like, we started this discussion off with her eating fried chicken tendies and 2 serves of, like, gravy, or whatever that was, and fries. But weight loss surgery, yeah, no, that's definitely on the cards, you guys.
Making calls here right now. So I called the place and asked some questions, and they're going to get back to me. I need to know certain things. There's also...
This is such a mess. For someone who in this very vlog is going to tell us, I want to take you all on my journey. Sorry, gurney. She's really not making it easy. She never makes it easy. This tragic animal print.
The last clinic I just went to had a sign on the door.
Oh my god, this hoodie has thumb holes. Oh no. No. Take this away. Take this unlined, thin hoodie away. Thumb holes. I mean, work. I lived for the early 2000s, man, but not like this. Thumb holes? Thumb holes, BB. Scream Queen 2000. Just terrible. Look at that. Look at that. You couldn't pay me. No.
We're full for today. So basically I need to go very early. That's why you see people lining up at
It's just so ugly.
door of clinics in the morning. That's probably the smart thing to do. And that's something I need to do as well. But I'm going to keep trying tomorrow. Well, tomorrow I think is weekend. So maybe Monday I will stay.
There are clinics she can book an appointment for that aren't family doctors, right? Like if she doesn't, like, okay. Explain it like I don't understand. I'm a tourist. I go to Canada, right? I get on a little plane. I fly halfway across the planet, and I touch down in snowy Canada. And I'm like, ooh, I would like to experience the culture. I get sick, right? I get sick. I get a flu. I get whatever, and I would like to go and see someone because of whatever reason. What's my process of that? I'm assuming there's some level of like travel insurance or health insurance involved in that. But obviously I can't have a family doctor. So what do? Urgent care? But what if it wasn't urgent? What if it was just like, I need to get like a script? Walk-in clinic? ER, don't say ER, Marina. See, Lottie, that's where you can just roll it up and you get really fun big sleeves. Yeah. Telehealth or a GP? Yeah, I don't know. It's just very bizarre.
In line very quickly now. The holidays are coming, so I don't know how far I'll...
I would just like to understand, because I feel like that process shouldn't be too different to what Chantel's trying to do. If she needs to go and speak to a healthcare... But the bigger problem in all of this is that Chantel wants to talk to a professional who will fix all of her problems immediately and basically get her straight onto a path to weight loss surgery. I think that's the goal, or at least the talking point, because we are in December, remember? So Chantel do be wanting the attention.
Bit, but I'm going to try my best here. Also, I will be going live. Do not worry.
Oh, thank goodness. I was so concerned.
I just don't know exactly when, but it will be soon. You know, I'm not going to not go live ever again. So, anyway.
See, here in Australia, it's a little bit different. So we have what's called bulk billing, and fewer like doctors' offices are doing that now, where basically you generally don't have to pay out of pocket, or you pay a much smaller amount out of pocket, because we have Medicare, which essentially means that you get a rebate. So the rebate is getting smaller and smaller, it seems, which is frightening and quite upsetting. But a lot of doctors' offices will have like a one-time setup fee, and that's just kind of like an administrative fee to put you in their books, and then you can book. It's not instant though. Like a lot of, especially like during summer flu season, for instance, sometimes you do have to wait like 3, 4, 5 days to get in with like any doctor. But like I don't understand her goals. I don't understand her goals, don't understand her motivation. At this point in time, it feels like she's just talking for the sake of talking.
So I guess I'm just going to have to wait to get referred. I'll share updates with you guys.
Well, that's the other thing as well, Tangled. I'm kind of confused about what her pathway for managing her diabetes is. Because she mentions it in the metformin, and like she wants to come off of it because my tummy feels bad. But like, what happens with that script? Like, how good is that script from Kuwait in Canada? And how many months worth of like medication can she actually obtain before she needs to go and see either a nurse practitioner or a GP or family doctor or whatever? Like, it's all very, like, just find a clinic that you can get into within, say, 7 days and like work from there instead of waiting 2 to 3 years for a family doctor. It's very confusing.
When I have more information, like, you know, what's going to happen, I hope that a clinic doctor can refer me, because at this point...
There we go. We got there in the end.
I don't know how people are getting referrals unless you have a family doctor. It's like pulling teeth here where I'm from. Like, it's so hard.
And what does that look like, I guess? Like, if she does go to a walk-in clinic, how does that referral for weight loss surgery happen? Like, weight loss surgery is such a long-term solution. Like, it's not like you can just go in and say, "Hi, doctor, this is the first time we're ever meeting, and I need you to give me a referral to weight loss surgery." Like, is it going to work like it worked for Ambi, where there's a clinic that she can just go to and there will be a healthcare team and it'll work that way? Or, because if she's not paying her own way, those wait lists are crazy long and you actually have to work for it, right? Very confusing.
To get a family doctor. It's ridiculous. And I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. It's frustrating. It's going to be tough, but
she also knew all of this in Kuwait, right? The whole reason... This is so whack. Like, this is wild. She's telling us she left Kuwait so that she could make use of the Canadian healthcare system again, because it's universal and it's free to her. We've only been in Canada like a week now, right? And she's telling us, "Oh, I don't know what I'm going to do because it's a 2 or 3 year wait list for a family doctor." And so why are we here? Why are we not in Kuwait? Like, you were going to a clinic in Kuwait. Why are we here? Why are we not over there? Oh, I think I know.
Hey, at least I don't have to pay thousands of dollars, I guess, to get it done. So,
Hi, Marie.
now I know that people are like, some people are just like saying that I made derogatory comments before about the surgery.
You did. What were your exact words? It's not natural cutting open your stomach. People get nutrient and vitamin deficiencies. All you should have to do is eat clean for like a week. Look at me. I'm the picture of health. I just ate healthy for a week and look at me now. Something to that effect.
So some things that people are saying I said.
She also said it was the food. So 2-year fast food funeral, then maybe she'll do something. Oh, I can't wait.
I need proof
How fun.
of that because I don't remember I remember maybe having an opinion about it. And
she did say bitches need carbs. That's right. She did. Iconic.
saying, you know, I don't remember saying people are weak if they can't do it because I feel like I'm weak. I don't feel like I'm strong. You know, I don't feel like I can do it on my own. And at the time, maybe I thought that I don't know. If I said that, that was very arrogant. But I think it was
You arrogant while you spit all over us? Never.
on my part because I felt like if I had to resort to weight loss surgery that I was weak. And you know what? I think that in some areas people are weak and some people are strong in different areas of their life. Now, I don't think
I'm so confused about this blurring in the background. Are people like walking back there?
that's a bad thing. Everybody has weaknesses and strengths, right? So my weakness too.
Old mate back there.
My weakness is that I cannot
I'm not going to put that out there.
control myself around food. I have not been able to successfully so far. I think we should use that language. I have not been able to instead of I can't. I have not been able to.
What's therapy look like in Canada? Can she pay for that? Or is that part of this mystical universal healthcare that it's free for everyone, but there's a long wait list? I'm so confused.
So far,
like, surely Chantal has the capacity to, well, maybe not the resources now, considering the car's paid off and she bought the Timu mobile, or is renting it or whatever. But Chantal has had the resources to allocate for paid medical assistance. So she could pay for it.
control my addiction to food and my binge eating disorder. And
do you remember when you were seeing a BED specialist? Do you remember? Because you bring it up in the piece of content we're going to watch after this. It's real fun.
I just think that,
I remember.
you know, people feel bad on themselves about that if they don't have willpower.
Morning, Marissa. Lovely to see you. Chantal's shitting all over the Canadian healthcare system again.
I think that it has nothing to do with willpower in a way. Like, it's a disease. It's a psychological. It's so hard, you know? It's so hard. People don't understand maybe until they've had.
Where did this bracelet come from? This bracelet's new. Where did this bracelet come from?
It, and if you've been able to beat it, sure, but you must know how hard it is for people. You know, it's not just down to just stop eating because, I mean, people have obviously...
Chantal, you're making the... Okay, look, as someone who has had their own specific relationship with food, I understand we're all different. Chantal chose to go and put Alphagetti and Chef Boyardee shit into a trolley and film it. She made content out of it. Is Chantal making content out of her bad relationship? Well, out of her interesting relationship with food? Yeah. You make the choice to do that. If you don't want to do it on camera, ma'am, do whatever the hell you want. But the moment you do it on camera, it's a whole different ballgame. If you ask me, I don't know why you do that. I don't know why. It doesn't make a lot of sense. It also doesn't make a lot of sense because a couple of weeks ago, the major talking point was diabetes. The fact that Chantal had blood sugars in the 400s. Her nervous system is undoubtedly, like, damaged by her high blood sugar levels. I think her eyes are probably shot. I think she's probably got necrosis creeping up on her feet. I think a lot of things. I'm not a professional, but, I mean, we've seen it in the years past, and I don't think it's gotten any better. I think that Chantal's been rocking a blood sugar level in the 400s probably for months at this point because all she's been eating is chicken nuggets and chips from the air fryer. But why, after that massive talking point, would you then choose to film yourself purchasing foods that are not necessarily great for the sugars? Weird.
Tried that many times. It's really almost impossible to fight those impulses that come along. So
yeah, but see, you justify a lot of it by calling them cravings as well. You don't necessarily call them impulses. You say, oh, I was craving this, and I don't think there's ever been a point in time. Actually, that's a lie. I think there are a couple of pieces of content in the past where we actually have seen you say no to yourself and you've spoken about that. But yeah, at the end of the day, weight loss surgery, regardless of what it is, medication, regardless of what it is, like, tools. Nothing is a magic bullet. You still need to actually, like, put the effort in. You're just not very well known for putting any effort in. So, yeah, sorry about it. Also, I mean, outside of all of that, just the physiological conversation of, and we've had that conversation a lot before as well, especially in Milk's content about like liver reduction diet and things like that. Chantal has a liver the size of 4 people's livers, 4 average livers. Her liver is a quad liver. It's a 4-wheel liver. Any discussion around surgery is probably going to have to be prefaced with, we need to get the liver smaller, so, like, let's start there.
Not just a hunger pang. It's, you know, it's so much deeper than that.
Lottie, I am suggesting she may need to update her 20-year-old glasses prescription, yes. Yes.
So if I spoke in any derogatory way towards it, to those people who've had it, I didn't mean it in anything personal. I think it was...
No, you were just being rude.
...to do with...
What a shock.
...me, that I felt weak, that I, you know, if I ever had to get weight loss surgery, you know, I feel like defeated because I have to resort to that. The thing is
that was years ago as well, Marissa. It was. I don't think it shrunk any after her being in Kuwait.
I still feel that way a little bit.
Hey,
I still feel that way a bit. About myself, not about other people who have it done, about me, for some reason, you know? And I don't know if that makes sense, probably not, but...
Chantal does have that really weird thing where she sees modern medicine and somehow sees it so negatively and thinks that, like, a water fast for 40 days is going to cure her diabetes as opposed to, like, medication. I don't know, mate. I just think give the medication a shot first.
Trying to explain it. I wish I didn't have to have it, you know? I don't even know if I do have to, but at this point, I just want to try to use it as a tool to help me. And also, along that, with the mental health help, you know? I'm this week coming, I have a lot of dealing with my mental health. That will be the next step.
A week of dealing with Chantal's mental health. Okay.
Itemized what I need to do here.
Okay.
And it's so much. I look at my list and
what is on the list? I would like to know what's on the list.
Think, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to do all of this to take care of myself, you know, and be an adult.
Why are you mad about that? Also, you're all welcome. I don't know if Sarah's here, but this is just specifically for Sarah. Why are you mad about that? Dear Chantal, why are you mad that you have to be an adult? Why are you mad? Why are you always mad? I'll wait. She can answer. She's 40.
And take care of all...
Hey, Shenanigans, good to see you.
...all of these things alone. I'm not alone. I have my husband. Even though he's not here, we still are in contact literally all day until...
Yeah, see, she hates people who criticize her. And she hates people who just, like, are in her chat.
...bedtime. And then he's a big support a lot. And then I have my family and some friends. And
I'm going to rewind that one. Sorry, what was that? You go again?
I'm not alone. I have my husband. Even though he's not here, we still are in contact literally all day until bedtime. And then...
Ooh, those shifty eyes. I don't trust that statement.
He's a big support a lot. And then I have my family and some friends. And
is he, though?
You know, so...
Because wasn't Snoopy the one who was meant to help you get healthy while you're in Kuwait? How'd that work out? Shady? A little shady. How'd that work out? How'd you saying, oh, I've traveled the world and Snoopy's going to look after me and he's going to care for me and he's going to help me get healthy and really support me. And you know when people are generally more supportive? When they're around you in person. Especially if they love you, not just like tolerate you for a loophole marriage. So that didn't work out, huh? Interesting. Right.
But I still wonder, dealing with, you know... And I mean, they're really helpful, you know, in a lot of ways. And I'm going to be getting help.
So many ways. Never trust her when she says in a lot of ways. Actually, never trust her when she's awake and talking.
Especially mental health help. I'm going to try to utilize whatever resources I have. And
What are those resources? What is the plan? What is the first thing you're going to tackle, Chantal? Because you haven't given any specifics in any of this, which makes me think you haven't thought this through. Like, never saying I would ever want to be Chantal, so we'll put that there. But in a similar situation, I would assume that reaching out to someone who may be able to assist in therapy, psychologist, psychiatrist, probably a walk-in clinic to speak to them about your prescription medication and the scripts that you got over in Kuwait and how that's going to function in Canada, because you don't know, I don't know. I'm sure you can still fill a script without a problem, but like eventually there'll only be so many refills. The fact that you keep complaining about my tummy hurts on metformin means you probably want to have a conversation with someone about a replacement drug to be taking for your diagnosed diabetes, or you could just stop taking medication and see what happens. I mean, just roll the dice at this point. Is that the first? Are those the first two steps, or are you just gonna sit in an empty car park and talk at the camera and spit on us? My money's on the second one.
I don't know. Wish me luck, and I wish you guys luck too if you're going through any of these kind of things. But I just
not that Disney Romance is over, has.
Do you guys like? This is why I can't have hoodies. I just always.
You always want to put something in the mouth. Don't you put it in your mouth.
So yeah. Anyway, I'll be excited when I have a referral in. Then I don't mind waiting. Honestly, the hardest part is...
What does she think the pathway to weight loss surgery actually looks like? Especially when she's not paying. She's in the public system. Like, what does she think that looks like? She just asks for it and gets it? This is why this all smells like a stunt.
Getting a referral, I find. But I haven't made it far. I'm sure the surgery is tough too, but...
Shenanigans. I mean, to be fair, she could teach you what not to do in a loophole marriage, I guess.
I hope that I can do it in a timely manner, like maybe a year, not more than a year and a half.
The way she nonchalantly thinks it's going to happen in a year and a half, when like the diabetes is actively rocking her bloodstream right now, and the rocks are made of sugar. Like what is her, like there is, I guess for me, this is a bigger conversation, because in this line of logic, is her understandment that the weight loss surgery will assist in her quad liver and active diabetes? Because outside of that, what's the reason? I mean, there's a myriad of comorbidities when it comes to Chantal that are all generally linked to the obesity, but you could manage and work on your quad liver and diabetes actively without the weight loss surgery right now. If the goal was weight loss surgery in a year and a half, you could do a lot of like healthy lifestyle changes to assist in reducing your liver size and reducing your blood sugars. So why have we got this pie in the sky dream of weight loss surgery when we're still eating 2 serves of gravy, like fried chicken tendies and chips as a meal? Like, my guy, come on. This doesn't make sense.
We'll see. I'll try to go to all the appointments and just like...
You need to... Okay, stop being an idiot, but also be a fool on camera, because it's mildly entertaining. You live in a different reality, so it's fine. What I would suggest, if anyone finds themselves in a similar situation, please don't. Please speak to healthcare professionals before you get here. But if you're close to this, again, go and speak to... If you can't get into a family doctor, find a local clinic. Find a doctor who has a couple of appointments open. Go for an extended appointment. You know how they do like the 15 or the 45-minute appointments or the 30-minute appointments, whatever. Find a doctor who's available, who has good reviews, or someone knows someone. Like, can't her mum or her family find her like a clinic to be able to assist, a local clinic, something? Anyway, let's not put the onus on them. Find a local clinic. Find someone who's got availabilities. Book an extended appointment. Walk in, be like, hi, my name's Chantal Marie. If you've got 15 minutes, here's my list of comorbidities. Here's my list of current medications. I understand that you're probably busy and might not be able to help me, but I need help I need referrals, and it's not referrals to a weight loss surgery clinic. These will be referrals to things like a diabetes educator, a therapist, someone who could help her with her liver, a dietitian, nutritionist, whatever. Like, there's so many other members of the health team who should be built up before there's even a word of weight loss surgery, because that's bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. Oh my god, enjoy gym, Lottie, bye. Bonkers. She's bonkers.
Do what I gotta do. Fast. Timely.
Oh, Tish, you're right. Where is the chunky urine? Where's that? We haven't seen the yerba mate in a while. Well,
anyway.
This came out a couple of days ago, so to be fair.
So that's my struggle right now. I'll just keep you updated on all the health things, because
Sure.
I have my papers here. My purse. I brought my papers with me. Brought my papers along from Kuwait with my diagnosis. It says diagnosis, diabetes, because my A1C was, what was it, 11?
10.9?
I think, or 10, or I think it was 10.
11. Let's call it 11.
Or maybe 11, I don't know.
Yeah, we'll just call it 11. It's fine. 14, why not? It's up there. Double digits.
I forget. It's on the paper. So that I can have my diabetes controlled here as well, So I'm going to have them review the medication, because I think I have more access to better diabetes medication here.
How do you know that?
If you guys are on anything that you would...
Do you mean more access to different diabetes medication that's under universal healthcare that you don't have to pay for? Is that what was that the full sentence you were trying to say there?
Diabetes medication here, if you guys are on anything that you...
Okay, never ask your chat or comment section to tell you what medications you should be taking. Go and speak to a doctor, you nincompoop.
Would suggest something that's not, going to hurt my tummy, like the metformin and Genimed. Something maybe, I don't know. I forget some of the names people were leaving in my comments.
Go and speak to a doctor, you idiot.
There's an Ozempic shortage. I was on that before. There's people...
You're also on cocaine before. Let's remember the histories accurately.
Suing the company right now for getting gastroparesis, and I'm not going to lie.
Paralysis? Paralysis? Paresis. What's that?
It kind of freaks me out.
It hurts her chat, it hurts her tummy. But it hurts her tummy though. No, it's my tummy. Not the rumbly tumblies. I get the rumbly tumblies when I take the metformin.
I forget some of the names people were leaving in my comments. There's an Ozempic shortage. I was on that...
Not the tummy wummies.
Before. There's like the metformin and Genimed. Not, going to hurt my tummy, like the metformin and Genimed.
I understand medications don't agree with everyone, and I get that. But Chantal has like a 27 centimeter or 29 centimeter liver. Like, at this point in time, managing the comorbidities, managing the diagnoses more important than mild stomach pangs, discomfort. That's the word I'm looking for.
Something maybe.
Got to pick a battle.
I don't know. I forget some of the names people were leaving in my comments. There's an Ozempic shortage. I was on that before. There's people suing the company right now for getting gastroparesis, and it kind of...
If Chantal can eat a bucket of melted cheese without a gallbladder and just let it pass right through her, I feel like her stomach would probably be able to handle pretty much anything.
I'm not going to lie, it kind of freaks me out.
Indy asked, why did she go off Ozempic? That was before my time, I think. It was during the old mate era, Indy. So she was on cocaine and Ozempic at the same time. I can't remember the exact reason why she came off the Ozempic. I think I would sound shady saying it, but I assume it was because during all of that time, Chantal was like, oh, I don't need to take this. Everything's fine. I'm not pre-diabetic anymore. Because she was taking her sugars on stream. She's like, look, it's a 6. Everything's fine. Meanwhile, like, just banging rails every other day. Yeah, so she diagnosed herself cured from the diabetes, and she said, no, my sugars are 6, everything's fine. And then lol jokes, turns out we're here.
So I don't know.
So she never got a refill, and then, yeah, there we go.
Anyway, let me know what you take. But yeah, there's a shortage of Ozempic right now, so that too is kind of... So yes, I will get back to live streaming. Don't worry.
Well, I mean, I don't think Ozempic's very good for her because Chantel's shown, and in that whole conversation about willpower, she's shown that she's entirely the victim of the whims of her everything because she puts the Chef Boyardee in her cart. She can't stop herself, you guys.
Will most definitely do that. But I just trying to settle in and get things taken care of. I'm so busy. And I just need some time to myself without filming everything. You know, I'm just like happy to just be not filming as much or going live right now. I just need a bit of a break. It's nothing to do with you guys. I love you guys. I appreciate all your support in the comments.
You don't love me.
And, you know, sometimes Salah goes live on his gaming channel. It's in the link if you want to hang out with us sometimes. Sultan Salah, he does gaming. Like, he's playing...
No, thank you. Ew, no.
Resident Evil 4 remake right now. It's really intense. But it's just like a handful of us, like a nice intimate chat, maybe 50, 60 people.
I've seen some of the screenshots of the chat. You know me.
Sometimes.
No, thank you.
And it's fun. We just have fun. You know, I try not to get triggered by trolls.
Echo, at least you've arrived now. We spent the first 12 minutes being spat on.
But a lot of good people in there. And so if you want to hang out with us, that's fun as well.
No, thank you.
So yeah, I'm just parked in the middle of nowhere. I did miss the Canadian wilderness, you know. I used to think the dead trees were depressing, but I just appreciate.
Oh, Bug. Hello, Bug.
Hi, Fly. The difference of atmosphere, you know. I tried the Tim Hortons
I take back what I said. She is still spitting.
Bailey's line. I had an ice cap. I haven't had an ice cap since.
Bailey's? Bailey's and alcohol? What was that? Bailey's.
Hi, Fly. The difference of atmosphere, you know. I tried the Tim Hortons Bailey's line.
Tim Hortons Bailey's line. But Bailey's isn't alcohol, right? Or is it non-alcoholic? Tim Hortons Bailey's? Bailey's flavored, non-alcoholic beverages. Bailey's cream coffee, Bailey's latte, Bailey's cold brew. What does it taste like then? Just like, I guess, Irish cream? It's like cream and sugar. Irish cream flavored. Interesting. That's lame. I just can't imagine what Bailey's tastes like without the alcohol. There's not a lot, but it's just got that little bite on it.
Of atmosphere, you know.
Great for the diabetes, probably not great for the sugars, no.
I tried the Tim Hortons Bailey's line. I had an ice cap. I haven't had an ice cap since 10th grade.
What's an iced cap? Or is that just an iced cappuccino? Does she mean an iced latte? Is that what she means? Or is there chocolate on top? What's an iced cap?
And I know I shouldn't be drinking that stuff. I shouldn't be eating what I'm eating. But for some reason, I just can't
find it in myself to give a fuck.
Part of the, one of the big reasons for coming here, obviously, is the getting to eat comfort foods again.
That's crazy to me. That is fucking insane. That's wild.
Part of the, one of the big reasons for coming here, obviously, is the getting to eat comfort foods again that I've missed.
That's insane. Hi, ma'am. You just got given consistent sugar readings of 200 to 400. And you're going to be so uncomfortable during your flight home that, we all experienced that. Chantel saying that she probably won't have it in her to fly back to Kuwait anytime soon without addressing her existence. I can't imagine living through those two experiences over the last 2 weeks and still drinking what I'm assuming is probably 60 to 100 grams worth of liquid sugar in a Tim Hortons non-alcoholic Bailey's flavored iced cap is a good idea. Does Tim Hortons have sugar-free? Probably. It's wild. It's crazy. It's crazy to think that the number one reason for going home isn't to make use of the universal healthcare system that you're so adamant to make use of without paying into because you refuse to pay your taxes for at least, what are we at, 5 years now? There's all of that. But it sounds like you're prioritizing eating your comfort food instead of your health, which no one should be shocked at because we've been watching Chantel for a hot minute.
You know, you saw my grocery haul. I got everything junk. And,
there was some broccoli in there.
No, nobody forced me to do it. Nobody had a pew-pew to my head and was like, get this stovetop, get this Chef Boyardee's.
Oh, not Chef Boyardee's. God, ew. I forgot about the hamburger helper. I've never had hamburger helper. It seems sad.
But
Like, the little glove hand man looks happy, but it seems like a sad kind of... Seems kind of sad.
oh man, I want to eat it, I guess, is what it comes down to. I want to have, like, another last hurrah, like I never learned.
Oh, and a block of cheese. You're right. Oh my goodness, are we going to get another fast food funeral? Oh, thank goodness.
For all of the comfort foods I've ever
The last one, you guys.
had. So
this will be the last time.
thinking of going or eating all of these things. And,
Shenanigans, I don't understand. I don't get what's so, like, pressing and stressful and terrible in her life. Because, again, we've spoken about my relationship with food, and I know where all of that came from. I know where, like, the secret eating came from. I know where the shame and the guilt, and I know where all of that came from. And that was because I didn't view myself as, like, successful or going anywhere or doing anything or having a lot of purpose. And, you know, that is a particular like negative feeling that I've experienced in my youth. And like I understood a really quick and easy way to feel good about my life was to smoke and to eat food that made me feel good. Maybe that's something Chantal could unpack, the way her emotions drive what, the way, and how much she eats. I'm not a professional. I won't tell her what to do. That's her business. But in that same breath, she really just seems that fucking lazy to not even have an ounce of introspection. Like, she doesn't seem to have the whiff of the ability to look at her actions and be like, why am I doing this? Why do I feel this way? What's going on upstairs? And I'm not saying everybody can do that alone. Like, that, like, there's absolute, highly encouraged speaking to professionals about all of this stuff. But Chantal is just such a uniquely bizarre case of, like, of defiance and I don't give a fuckery. Wild.
doing a story time with each item and why it's a comfort food for me. It might be like therapeutic to me. Why is it a comfort food? You know, why is ravioli from Chef Boyardee a comfort food?
That's a really good question. Probably one you should ask a therapist, I would say, a licensed healthcare professional. I would never want to diagnose and never aim to, but I would assume it's probably got something to do with trauma. It's probably got something to do with emotional states of being. It's probably something to do with coping mechanisms. But unfortunately, in that same breath, it's all well and good to say these are all the things that it could be, and these are, you know, things that you might want to work through. The problem with Chantal is she's never going to want to work through anything. She wants to go and see a doctor and them to give her a pill and be like, this is going to fix all of your problems, just take it. And then she'll take it for like a third of the time she should take it and then move on to like a great fast. She doesn't have the capacity to give a fuck.
And I got to think of, there's got to be a story time to each situation. There has to. There just has to. So maybe we'll go for a ride somewhere down the long road and bring a bowl of ravioli and do a story time. No, probably not the long road. I don't know. I'm sick of that road. It's not the same. I don't want those memories, a lot of them, you know? So, anyway, when I do get my own place, like I said, we're going to have a party. Going to party bees. All right. Well, I've got
Great fast incoming, Jinx Effie.
up enough. Here's my sermon for today. And, but yeah, that's my situation so far with the weight loss surgery.
The situation so far is there isn't a situation. You haven't been able to find a family doctor because there's a massive wait list. For some reason, you're anti going to a clinic, but you don't want to wait in line, so I guess we'll see how that goes. Do clinics not have appointment systems? She can just make an appointment for like 3 days' time and go? No. Anyway, there's all of that. So, sure. So
I'll keep you guys updated. Like
I said, pretty privileged.
I said, because there's people going through it. And there's people who have gone through it, and I love sharing. I like that we can all share experiences, because we all go through it differently. All right. Hope you have a good day. Bye.
Okay, bye. All right, chat. We're jumping back in time 4 years. We're going back in time 4 years to watch a piece of content entitled Sharing Some Thoughts. Now, this is Chantal from late 2019. It's it's almost a solid, exactly 4 years. So let's get into this one. You might not recognize Chantal, or you might exactly recognize Chantal. I mean, the eyes aren't silver in this one.
Hey guys, so I don't even know where to start with this video. I just wanted to talk in front of my new mukbang background.
She's still mukbangs. What a shock.
Bit about how I'm feeling.
Yeah, full retro.
And just be completely
Marina, thank you so much for the super sticker, lovely. I appreciate it. Thank you.
real with you guys. I just speak my thoughts because
A bigger warning was warranted. Was it? Zam?
man, yesterday I just hit a really bad depression moment. Man, yesterday I just hit a really bad depression.
Do you think that was a plastic packet or do you think that was a poo? Hold on. I'm going to slow it down. Normal speed.
Man, yesterday I just hit a really bad
Just one more time. Just one more.
a really bad depressed.
You hearing those little poots? Those little. I think it might have been a small series of poots. Yes. Also, Catherine, lovely to see you today. Hello.
Depression moment, and
There's more of them.
I wanted to turn on the camera,
Sounds like she's popping bubble wrap.
kind of document how I'm
See?
feeling, and I was feeling alone. I know I live with BB.
This was after the breakup, right? They moved April 2020. Ooh, was this after the breakup? I think it was.
I feel like he doesn't really understand mental illness. I feel like people who don't really truly suffer with it, with depression, just crippling depression, really only understand it so much.
I just don't understand how we're 4 years ago and you haven't, sought mental health assistance. And are still thinking that you can just rock up back home in Canada and just do that.
Which is fine.
Wild.
And I know I have friends, but
She said that in yesterday's piece of content too.
I just don't feel comfortable talking to them about my situation
So many poots.
for some reason. My family I do, but I don't want to worry them, So I just wanted to talk about, I guess, yesterday I was in such a deep depression. And I think it was a mixture of things. Things that are just really hard for me to talk about, and I've just been
I'm expecting one of these pieces of content within the next 7 days.
I've said this in
Name the friends. Jason and Tina.
a previous video, I'm sure.
Maybe.
I feel like my food addiction, which I deny having a lot of the time, or I feel like I can control, just keeps winning and winning.
Yeah, well, I mean, things like... I don't necessarily ever see that stuff as winning. Because it's not like no one's the winner. But, when you don't do anything about anything, it's a shock that nothing changes, huh?
And a big part of me just doesn't care sometimes.
Yeah. Big part of you continued to not care for 4 years.
But on top of that, I'm going through...
And diabetes.
With that I'm going through is not knowing how to get help for it. I feel like...
Lottie has come in with a note to say, I hate that I know this. But that's the 2019 sound of Sam scratching at a litter box with the crystally type of kitty litter and hating it. Oh, was this the stuff that turned blue? Or no, pretty kitty. Pretty kitty litter. Pretty litter? Pritter. I thought that was a luxury villa thing. Or did they have it at the old house too? Bliss, thank you so much. Thank you so much for rejoining the channel as a member. Effie, we're at 1.25, I think. Oh, this is pre-pretty litter, right?
Oh, I'm trying. I'm
pre-pritter.
Being seen by a psychiatrist at the Center for Eating Disorders.
What happened to that one? Where'd that one go? How'd we go there?
The psychiatrist...
Was this the one who told you not to eat in the car?
Specializes in eating disorders. And I'm not blaming...
I mean, probably not the only healthcare professional to suggest she doesn't eat in the car, but...
Blaming anybody for this. I'm just going to share what my experience is trying to get help.
Alien, hello, happy Monday.
All of these centers for eating disorders here in my city seem to focus around
bulimia and anorexia.
Yeah.
That's what they mentioned.
Yeah, immediate life-threatening cases. And Chantal, as much as in 2019, your relationship with food was not immediate and not life-threatening, we saw over the span of 4 years your liver grow 4 times its size. She is like the Grinch. You know, when his heart grows 3 times its size. What's the rhyme there? I'll find it. It's fine. We can repurpose that.
On their website, the dangers of it. It seems like overeating and food addiction is not recognized in the medical society
That's not true.
officially. Obesity is.
Grinch's small heart grew 3 sizes that day.
But obesity seems to be an eating disorder, unlike anorexia and bulimia. It seems to be more that the onus is more on the individual to change.
HBT.
And it's not.
The onus is more on the individual to change? Wow, shocking. People having to be responsible for their own health? What a fucking concept. That's wild. Wild. It's almost like nothing's changed in 4 years.
Seen as something that needs medical intervention in the same way as bulimia and anorexia.
Do you know what medical intervention you needed and you had access to and it sounded like you were well on your way to? Therapy. Therapy and mental health professionals. That sounded like what you had access to in 2019. What happened? What happened there? What happened here?
And that's frustrating because there is of course bariatric surgery.
Oh, we're bringing up weight loss surgery? Shocking. In December of all times? Shocking.
But, they kind of contradict themselves because they say without, you need to address the issues, the emotional issues, whatever the case.
Yeah, your relationship with food. You need to work on it.
Maybe for your disorder with food before, the surgery is effective. It's not a cure-all.
Oh, what's this? Chantal from 4 years ago fully acknowledging that weight loss surgery isn't going to cure all of her problems, and yet for some reason, as soon as she's back in Canada, she thinks that weight loss surgery is going to instantly fix all of her problems? Is she dumb? Yes. Yes, she's dumb.
And it's like, okay, but therapy is not provided. It's very expensive.
So pay for it. Pay for it instead of paying for iPads and trips to Cuba and fuel driving between the luxury villa and Montreal every second day so that you can try to break and enter a crackhead's house. What a shame. What a shame. What a shame. Where would we be if Chantal didn't end up with old mate? Where would we be if they didn't date for those 5 years? Sorry, 5 days. Where would we be? Would we be in a better place? Probably not. We'd be in a different place, though.
It's not provided for people with obesity-related eating disorders. And that's frustrating for me, and I feel left out because...
So pay for therapy. If you have the capacity to do so, you have the resources. You've had the resources, ma'am. You fucked around. You decided to not pay tax for years. You decided to just say, I don't need to pay taxes. I don't need to pay my creditors. I don't need to pay for anything. It's fine. I've got family to co-sign stuff, and I'll just rack up Pizza's credit bill. Everything's fine. What do you even talk about? Consequences? Who?
Even at the Center for...
I wish someone had told her no at some point. Someone should have told her no.
For eating disorders, when I go in there for my appointment, I see a big sign that says outpatient CBT.
I agree, Z's. Knowing a little bit about her back end, I know that she might not have all of the accesses to all of the resources in the world, but even if the CRA is garnishing her income when it comes through her bank account, regardless of how many T-Mobiles she's paying for, she has the capacity and resources and the support. Remember, she's got family support as well, to be able to find a therapist, find mental health care professionals to assist her. She definitely had better access to resources in 2019, but she still has it now.
Therapy in room, whatever. And then when I asked my psychiatrist about it, he just kind of shrugs it off and says, no, that's not for you. You'll need to pay for, there's therapy, but you'll need to pay for it.
Why are we so... I understand that, healthcare is a right and people's access to healthcare shouldn't be kept behind our access to resources. Unfortunately, it is not always the world that we live in. So Chantal bitching about having to wait for, taxpayer healthcare to come along, when she has the resources to be able to pay for those services, gal, stop complaining and just pay for the services. It's okay. You can, like, it's fine. Michael, I did, yes.
I just feel like alone again.
Well, now she's not alone. She's got her loophole husband.
It's not that I can't pay for therapy. I mean, I don't make a ton of money off of YouTube. And I know I spend pretty much a lot of what I've been making, I spend back on food, which if I save on food, sure, maybe I could, yes.
Wild. $20,000 in that month. Wild.
But it's just the...
I know, like, looking at the numbers, I know that Chantal was making 6 figures for at least 2 years there. At least. Over 3 years, she probably would have averaged 6 figures. Crazy. Crazy. To not pay taxes, crazy. Marina, thank you for the super sticker, lovely. I hope you're having a good time. Hi, hi, hi.
Principle. It's like, why is mental health care not seen as important as regular medical health care?
It is. It's just, unfortunately, in a lot of places that do have universal healthcare and have things like Medicare and like the National Health Fund. Is it National Health Fund? I can't remember what the UK one is. Unfortunately, access to those resources is time critical, I guess. Like, you're not in an emergency situation. You have the capacity to be able to pay for these services, so pay for the services. Because, yeah, unfortunately, it's just how we live.
In Canada, we have socialized healthcare, which I'm very grateful
That's the word.
for. You can say what you want about it. It's
NHS, thank you.
been wonderful for me. I don't have to pay for surgeries. I don't have to pay for emergency visits. I don't have to pay for a lot of things and go into more debt for that.
Okay, but Chantal, if you want to talk about debt, we can talk about debt. You're the one who put yourself in debt. You're the one who put Pete in debt. Like, you're the one who, you've told us many times, and I wonder if that content's still up on the channel, actually, all about your spending habits, about how much money you were just burning through on the credit card, how many loans you got without having any idea about what loan repayments and interest looked like. And we've had the conversation about the double bankruptcies. But you made money on YouTube. Like, that money didn't just evaporate and go away. You were buying Old Mate. Like, sorry you weren't smart with your money, but that's not to say that you didn't have access to that money. It was coming in. You were just burning it.
Which I believe is a basic human right, in my opinion. And so is mental health. I think mental
One, I did.
health needs a big
And yes, it was wild.
improvement. And I think that some kind of therapy
Wild.
should be included in that for people's well-being. I think it would save
ARC.
like the country a lot of money in the long run. Because
I want to save you a lot of money in the long run. Marissa is right. Not giving away laptops.
a lot of these issues with food that they're spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on surgeries for is an emotional, mental thing.
Uh-huh.
And, you know, I know that I need that help. So, yeah, I mean, it's just these little frustration things.
Weird that she's having this conversation while also saying that she's already got a therapist and she's talking to them. Different timeline.
I just feel
different.
like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm kind of alone in this. So there are times when I feel alone, and I know I've said that word a lot so far. And on top of all that, don't feel
Did they break up before Christmas? Or was it in the new year that they broke up?
like I've fully processed my emotions
Pardon
since
me. SM, hello, good morning.
my surgery. You know, I've always said, well, I don't want children, or I wasn't sure. And it's just like, and then I was feeling extra down. And then, like, you know,
Oh god, that just gave me a flashback to when she was talking about uterus transplants.
would see kids on the TV
She truly does just talk without thinking.
or people with a family. And I started crying, like, without having any control over it. And, you know, I told BB, I said, I remember looking up emotions of post-hysterectomy, and they were talking about
Bloody true.
grieving. You need time to grieve. And I just never thought of that. And I was like, I'm grieving. I feel whenever you lose somebody, for example, you grieve someone, It's that feeling of finality. It's
She has spoken about grief for years.
final.
Yeah,
You
years.
can't
I think the thing was as well with the old mate timeline, she obviously wasn't talking a lot about this stuff because she was getting audience attention for other reasons.
go back. There's nothing you can do about it. It's gone forever.
Paper clips.
That kind of feeling too. Or they're gone forever. But this is, I guess, in my case, my sexual organs. They're gone forever. There's nothing I can do about it anymore. And that finality just, I guess, and, you know, I know that you can adopt and everything like that. But it's just, it's a grieving process, I guess, is what I'm saying. And I felt that yesterday more than I've ever felt since my surgery.
That's weirdly sitting in my brain as like the thing that Chantal will bring up at her not most controversial, but I guess when she is like seeking that sort of attention from the audience, like every time she talks about it, it is very like, I don't know, it feels very, I can't find the word, manipulative isn't the word. Feels very much like something she should speak to a good Judy about or a therapist about, not necessarily, you know, expect the YouTube audience to be ass padding.
So yeah, I just had a really bad moment with that yesterday, and I wanted to share that with you guys. I did film a McDonald's mukbang.
Yay!
And then I saw the poll about just the amount of people who prefer weight loss material over the mukbangs is just staggering.
I would love for her to put a poll up now. I would engage with it, but it would be very interesting because I don't even know who's left who's still watching. I don't understand the core audience of Foodie. They are so confusing. The ones who actively participate in and encourage Foodie's nonsense, I just don't understand them. Because I think, personally, as someone who doesn't like Chantal, I think the health stuff is really interesting just from like a general sense of understanding medicine, biology, psychology, all of that stuff. I think that's really interesting. I don't, like, are people still watching her to watch her eat sloppy wet mess? Probably. I answered my own question.
And so I just want to talk about how I'm feeling about that really for a few minutes. I always go back to mukbangs because I feel like I see all these
Hey DX, yeah, 4 years of faces ago.
people doing
She doesn't have the silver eyes in this one.
mukbangs, and
Hope
a lot of them probably don't have the same issues with food that I do. And if I had never shared that part of my life with you guys, it probably wouldn't be the same. But I kind of feel like a fool.
I mean, the eyebrows are still pretty much there.
When I go back and edit my video, like my McDonald's one, which I decided I'm not going to.
Alien, I honestly think all conversation about weight loss surgery, because it just doesn't make logical sense with her quad liver and everything. It's all just for talk. It's all just for attention. It's all just for content. That's it. That's all it is. Like, we can see over the span of just 4 years here that she never truly had the intent to work through any of that, because there's so many like steps to begin with that she just thinks, fuck it, I deserve weight loss surgery and I want it now, daddy.
I'm going to upload because I feel like a fool with so many people knowing what I'm really going through and sitting there like stuffing my face with McDonald's with mayo all over my face.
Greenie, it's true, this shirt is terrible. I don't know what's worse though, this white one or the like stale pink one. The stale pink one was truly horrible. That hoodie needs to go.
And I just feel like I've said this before. So it's like, I know it's going to seem like rerun for you guys, but
doesn't it? Yes, it does.
I feel like I need to go through this cycle until it finally fully sinks in for me.
Okay, let's judge.
Guess. I don't know. But it always comes back to this feeling of guilt and just like, because a part of me knows what I'm doing is wrong. And I think a lot of the defensiveness, I was watching Life by Jen's video about her food addiction, and it really sunk in for me that a lot of the defensiveness comes from...
Was that the one where you got pissy about the chaffles? Fuck chaffles!
People being right about that part. And
I'm not on a diet.
I try to just like, as is like a coping mechanism, I guess. And like she said, it's comfortable. It's like I'm afraid of dealing with the demons because I just don't feel like, I feel like it might break me. So it's just easier
Cal, let's call a spade a spade. You're too lazy to be uncomfortable. That's all it is.
to push it away.
You literally don't want to be uncomfortable, so you don't want to deal with the mental health stuff. You barely want to deal with the physical stuff. Now you've got your car back. Your step count is going to be like 12 a day. Like, no, you don't want to be uncomfortable, which is fine. Like, I mean, in the modern age, a lot of us don't want to be uncomfortable, but a lot of us know that being uncomfortable is a way to work through a lot of stuff. And you don't want to do that. You just want to sit there and eat your chicken and your chips and cheesecake. Because you know there was cheesecake, they got free soup. She would have gotten a free dessert with that. She had the dessert. Come on.
Like sometimes I don't know if I can handle being broken anymore, you know?
Is This Pants Was a Great Game one? Classic game. What are you talking about?
Any more than I already am. So it's just like, it's depressing stuff, I know, but that's, you know.
Mixler 8. Yes, it is a dancing cactus in the background. Foodie introduced a dancing cactus on her channel as a side character for one episode, so I just had to have one. But mine has hat and glasses. It's cute.
It's just more comfortable, and it's, you live in denial because it's easier, and you feel like you're pushing people out. You know, you don't want them knowing too much about you and stuff like that.
Says the vlogger on YouTube. Silly. I just don't want people knowing too much about me, you guys. Peeps. I have one word for you. Peeps.
I feel like...
Oh, God. Just... Knowing Chantal the way we know Chantal, inside and out, just... This is some bullshit.
A lot of people do care about me. I don't feel like it's just trolls wanting the weight loss. I don't feel like people who want to see me do well are...
Ma'am, I'd love to see the weight loss, but again, the subject is not the point. I watch you, but I would love to see the process. That'd be great. Wildly interesting. So I'd love to see the logic of what you think is going to happen and the reality of what is going to happen. That's what I would love.
Trolls.
You forgot about the peeps? Sorry, Briggs.
So it kind of just really struck
Do I have a mini Santa hat? Oh, I don't. Oh, what a wasted opportunity. Throw it in.
a heart chord, knowing that so many people want to see me do something more meaningful.
Also, chat, hi. I hope you're all having a fabulous day. If you'd like to hit the like button before we finish, feel free. That'd be great.
Towards my well-being. And part of me just feels like it's just too late. Like, all I've ever known is being obsessed with food and surrounded by foods for probably for like 30 years, honestly, of my life.
Yeah. And then 4 more.
And I'm 35. So it started really young for me.
Hey, Sarah.
And I never wanted to know why. I never wanted to care about it. I never wanted to give it attention in my mind, but at the
This is all BS talking points. We revisit this at least once a
same
year.
time, not realizing that I'm consumed with it every day, every single day. And I don't want that anymore. It's like mental torture. Like, it really is. It's like a prison.
Yeah, something you should work through with a healthcare professional. And cut to 2023.
So, and I know how, like, ridiculous it looks to say these things to you guys in videos that I then hide and go back to doing mukbangs because it's just easier.
Hide where?
You know, it's easy content, it's easy money, it's easy because I don't have to address anything or be accountable for anything. But at the same time, I feel there's always a part of me that just feels bad doing unhealthy mukbangs.
So don't do them. Like you don't have to do the Chef Boyardee eating ravioli while driving down driving down the freeways of Canada. You don't have to do it. Oh, but you guys, it's therapeutic. No, therapy is therapeutic. You eating in your car, not therapeutic. Might make you feel good. That's comfort. That's different.
See anything wrong with me like sharing like a healthy dinner when I'm like that I'm on track with as part of my plan.
Hey, Welsh.
So after the new year, because New Year's in 2 days and nothing is open, I'm gonna
Bunny, 100%, always. That, and it would be interesting.
I'm gonna go back to that weight loss.
I was still on team Ambi getting weight loss surgery. I was gutted when all of that happened. I mean, I wasn't surprised, but still gutted. Would have been interesting.
Doctor and get help from them, because they do want you to check in once a week and hold you accountable. You have to write down every single thing that you eat.
Wow. Like tracking calories and stuff. That's handy.
I know that Jen and Amy are doing
Amy.
a weight loss challenge, so I wish them luck. It's
This was back then.
not going to be easy, that's for sure. I have to just tackle
Mudslicker, I'm sorry. It's okay.
things. You know, I know that therapy, and I've said this before, therapy, I feel uncomfortable at AA for some reason. I think it's opening up to other people that really makes me feel icky.
Yeah. Not like you made a habit of doing that on the internet or anything.
So I might have to struggle with that. I think therapy... Hi, Sam!
She really did, like, stumble into the best feeling she could possibly get with all of that. It's like, yeah, it's great. I have zero accountability. I can just trauma dump all over the internet and people will watch. Then I get paid for it.
Sorry.
And these people aren't in my real world, so they can't, like, give me criticism. And if they do, I'm just going to rage about it on the internet. Ah, how lush.
Therapy and
Main character syndrome.
this weight loss doctor. I'm still waiting to see my new GP so I can ask to be referred for weight loss surgery. I think for me...
Oh, you got a new GP in 2019? Is this the one who moved countries? Right.
That's going to be a really good tool to kind of just... as many tools as I can get, you know? So I'm sorry if I frustrate people with changing my mind constantly.
You're not sorry. You mean lying.
My life is a mess. I'm not saying I'm never going to do mukbangs, but I'm going to do different things, not focus so much on food. I definitely have to clean out my apartment of all triggers, because for me with mukbangs, I really, really, really just want to be normal and be like, I can eat this McDonald's and then go about my life. But no, it's not.
Do you know some people don't eat McDonald's? Just don't. I mean, some people do. Some people don't. Some people eat McDonald's like once a year. Some people eat McDonald's once a day. Like there's no... I guess there's no... It's a bit of a grey area when it comes to... Like, first of all, normal. That conversation out of the bag of cats. Chantal has never stopped eating takeout. Just hasn't happened. Chantal fully acknowledges that, eating takeout food is not great for me, in a physical way, in a mental way, in lots of ways. But she's just never stopped, because she thinks that a 40-day water fast is going to fix all of her problems, when in reality she gets to 3 hours in and is like, but I really want a Nashi. Just never stopped. RC, thank you for being here for 12 months. Happy anniversary, mate. RC says, I'm so happy I have my red gem. Merry Christmas, mate. Merry Christmas, mate. Lovely to see you, and I hope your December is fabulous. Thank you, thank you.
Not like that for me. I realize now that I can't have a bit of something that is a trigger for me. So it's going to have to be food that's not, you know? So first things first, I need to clean up my place of all trigger food. Delete all my apps that are like Uber Eats and stuff like that.
And again, it's surprising that she has the acknowledgement to say, I need to get rid of all of the trigger foods. I need to remove them from my house. And yet, just days ago, we got a shopping trip with Chantal with Alphagetti and Chef Boyardee. Two things that she acknowledges are comfort foods. So why are we buying them?
Anyway, I'm just letting you know what's going through my mind and what I'm going to be doing.
I agree, Has. A burger meal from Macca's is ridiculously expensive now.
My memory is going to run out, so I don't want to talk too much more about it. But I appreciate those of you who are still here and watching me. And I apologize if I've ever been defensive and just stubborn. I'm really going to try really hard to work on my character in the new year. Well, just now in general, too. But
did not happen.
Thank you.
Auntie M, lovely to see you. Thank you for the super chat. Auntie M says, hi guys, finally off work. 11 hours. Ooh, non-stop. Hope everyone's well. I'm very well. I hope you have a big rest, mate. Thank you for the support and good to see you. Big day.
Thank you for watching me and caring about my life. And
that's true, Santiago.
Bye.
Okay, bye, Chantal. Well, that's it. I'd rather cook. I'd 100% rather cook. It's way more fun. All right, chat. I gotta go. I gotta get up early and hit the gym in the morning. So, thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate you all. I hope you have a fabulous Friday or Friday night, depending on where you are. Please remember to wear your sunscreen, because I clearly didn't. Drink your water, hug your loved one, get some steps in. Maybe a snack, maybe a nap, maybe both. Who knows? Treat yourself today, because you deserve it. I guess that's it. Yeah, I should go. For those of you on the rewatch, I appreciate your comments, opinions, and eyeballs. Chat, you've been lovely, and I've been pulpy, and I will see you all in the next video.